a little spicier than I thought.
Taiwan. Most people hear the country's name and think about microchips, semiconductors, and manufacturing precision. And sure, Taiwan is really good at those industries. But that's not what hits you when you step into one of its night markets. What hits you is a smell of grilled squid sputtering over charcoal. What hits you is the sound of hot oil crackling to fry popcorn chicken. Taiwan takes food very, very seriously. It's a melting pot of Hokkien Chinese, Hakka Chinese, Japanese, and indigenous Austronesian tradition seasoned by broader Southeast Asian proximity, held together by fire, spice, and an almost obsessive Taiwanese commitment to craft at every price point. I'm Dan Gertzikov, and this is The Road to 50 Cuisines. Today, we're in Taiwan. I came to Taiwan for work, visiting the manufacturing partners who help produce accessories for the Big Green Egg. But travel has taught me something over the years. Wherever humans live, sooner or later, someone is cooking something over fire. And even when on a business trip, you generally get to choose how authentic you want to make your eating experiences. If you want to see that action in Taiwan, there's really only one place to start: a night market.
We made it to Taipei. This behind us is the Ningxia Night Market. Let's take a look. We're gonna see how busy it is. This is a Wednesday night for concept. It's almost 11 p.m. Ningxia Road, and this is the night market. You see all the motorcycles lined up? At the end of this is where we're gonna head in for to try some of the best of Taiwanese cuisine. Okay, so look at this. This is going to go on for a few blocks. We're going to basically use our nose and our stomach to stop along the way, figuring out some of the best things to eat. You can also tell by the line, the long line. That's where you want to stop. Let's check it out.
Here, the choice is part of the chaos, and everywhere you turn, something delicious is happening. Taiwan is filled with these night markets, dozens across the country, each with its own personality, its own rhythm, its own specialties. After roaming around for a while, letting my nose lead the way, the smell from a tiny stall selling bombing giant squid.
Okay, first got to figure out how much of these coins worth. We're getting 150? Okay, I got 150. We'll take the spicy, give it a shot, see how we do. 150 is about $4, more or less. So $5. It's really damn good. I mean, I'm really excited. All this food looks amazing. It's whether we can kind of keep our appetite together long enough here. Look, he's frying it in the back in hot oil. Ah, the spicy bombing squid. Okay, spicy.
Okay.
Okay, give this, the crispy bombing squid, a shot. It's so hot, there's steam coming out of it, but this is the time to eat it. Hot temperature. Delicious, not too spicy. I'll make it say and the spice is coming. That's good though. Reasonable, tasty. And the squid is just a perfect texture, having been fried. Then he spun it around. You can see the spin coming out of it. This is delicious. Great way to start our night market tour.
I spent a good amount of time wandering around the market, trying all kinds of creative combinations.
Hello. Hello. Can I get one oyster? 5 for 100. Okay. Well, went from 1 to 5. Who might argue? Oh, we can sit down? Thank you. Shashay. Oh, look at that guy. These are, oh, look at that. Let's get a little bit of lime on. Oh, give me a little shot. Let's see how much this one comes off. Oh boy, here it goes. Come off there, shell, buddy. Oh, there we go. Look at this. That's a delicious oyster, and it's not overly grilled. It's almost like steamed in its own shell. Versus when I've tried oysters at home, I kind of overdo the cooking. I'm gonna settle down a little bit. Things we pick up in Taiwan, how to grill the perfect oyster.
Taiwan's restaurant scene has exploded over the past decade. Since 2018, the island has collected more than 50 Michelin stars. But the backbone of Taiwanese food culture is definitely street food, no question. There were plenty of other dishes I tried here too, but I'll dive into those for another video. My favorite part though was the atmosphere. Even at midnight on a weekday, there were kids running around, families strolling, and people bouncing from stall to stall, trying a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and they're going home too. They're gonna be back here doing it again tomorrow.
Travel rule number one, if you're gonna eat like that, you better move a little too. So I squeezed in a CrossFit workout, and thinking I would need some fuel first, I found a cool little spot next door. Nothing fancy, just a small spot serving up the kind of food locals grab on their way to work.
A little pre-workout place. I found this little street stall about a block from the CrossFit, and the menu looks incredible. Clay oven rolls, you can see that there, with sandwiches and a bunch of other stuff. The menu's in English. That'll help me communicate with the owner over here that I'm gonna need a little assistance. So we're done. Okay, ready?
Yeah, okay.
Taiwanese breakfast might be one of the most underrated food experiences on the planet. I had fresh bao, soft fluffy dough pockets stuffed with savory minced meat, then a classic Taiwanese omelet, egg folded around a thin, slightly chewy scallion pancake, brushed with a sweet soy. And of course, dumplings, simple food done really, really well. The best part, the whole feast cost me about $3. And this is the kind of breakfast that makes you forgive the alarm clock. And with that, it was time to burn it all off at the gym.
I found a CrossFit box here in Taipei. Right now, welcome to the box. I'm gonna go see if I can drop in and get a good workout in and meet some folks over common experience. Same thing happens with food.
Taiwan also has one of the most dangerous places for a hungry traveler, the convenience store. And it's filled with things you'll never see back home, way beyond your average grab-and-go experience. I found stewed eggs, Doritos, and flavors that you question everything you thought you knew about chips. Coffee, shrimp, even champion beef noodles in a bag, which somehow works because everyone here loves their beef noodles. And then came the hot dog section. They had classic, cheese-filled, spicy, and even squid ink sausages, completely changing the average hot dog experience. And with that, it was time to leave Taipei behind. I hopped on a train heading south to Tainan, the former capital and historic heart of Taiwanese cuisine. Tainan, like Taipei, is famous for its street eats, and the moment you step into the city, you get it. They're everywhere, and they're ridiculously delicious. First things first, I had some work to do. I visited our local manufacturer, exchanging gifts as transition demands, and walked away with nothing but respect for the Taiwanese people, who somehow managed to be both impossibly hardworking and endlessly welcome. Then it was time to eat. I started at a 30-year-old spot known for chilled, soy-braised duck wings, the kind of place where the duck has been cooking long enough to develop that really deep flavor. And of course, I also had to stop to Bafang for their dumplings.
First dumpling up, the curry steamed dumpling. Really hot. You can see the steam coming off there. Careful. It's really hot. The delicious. The curry does come out. I really like that. It's curry, very similar to a Japanese curry, but has a little bit more of an Indian flavor, a little stronger on the Indian side. Delicious. I can eat a lot of these. Korean style spicy dumplings. So they look at the long, I like that. I've never seen the dumpling kind of like vertical like that. Got my little famous dumpling sauce. Dumplings taste the gochujang sauce. But also delicious. Spicier. I would order again.
Later that evening, I went for beef soup. This is pretty much everyone's favorite dish in Taiwan. And I'm not exaggerating that everyone has their own recipe, and you could say it's a cultural staple. If you come to Tainan and skip the night markets, you missed one of the best cultural experiences of the visit. So the next day, I found myself wandering through another classic Taiwanese food market, this one overflowing with seafood. I tried milkfish there, which was quite literally packed with surprising flavors.
What we found as we took the skid off, a little pocket of 30 garlics, just stuffed in there, like, I believe. Oh, I don't want to miss the cheek. Give me that cheek.
And right after, I finally got to do the one thing I've been waiting
The
for.
famous oyster omelet originated in Tainan. It's got the oyster built into the omelet, and then there's gravy around it. Oh, look at that. Bean sprouts. So it looks like, I don't know, like cilantro or parsley. Oh, look, it's got an oyster though. Oh, there it is.
The next day, I had one thing on my mind, the famous Tainan hot dog within a hot dog. If you haven't heard of it, picture this: a pig intestine stuffed with sticky rice that acts as the bun, with a sausage on top with that, combined with garlic and soy sauce. Thankfully, my local guys knew exactly where to take me, a tiny, unassuming spot that makes one of the best versions in town.
We're gonna give this a try. Wow. The rice has a fork flavor as well. And the garlic, well, I just got the garlic. You think it's too much, but it's actually perfect. This is not a date kind of hustle. But it's delicious. Delicious.
And this is something I kept noticing about Taiwan. Some of the best food, the stuff you remember, comes from the places that aren't flashy at all. Later, I wrapped things up with Tainan's famous dessert. Shaved mango ice piled high with mango topping, served in an extremely generous portion.
Very cool. Mango is very sweet. Oh, condensed milk.
Street food might be the heart of Taiwan's identity, but it's an evolving restaurant culture is something else entirely. I went to Silk's Palace, a Michelin-starred Cantonese restaurant, and tried the food. And when I said the food was good, it was so good that I nearly ignored an air defense drill buzzing on my phone. That's how distracting it was. One of the real highlights was spending time behind the scenes with the incredible culinary team at Silk's Palace. I watched the chefs and left with a notebook full of techniques that you can taste if you go there yourself. I even got to try my hand at making their version of beef noodles. But the star of the show was the cherry roasted duck. It takes hours to prepare, and each step builds deep, complex flavors. And when I finally held the finished dish in my hands, it felt like a trophy. Then, of course, to cut into it. From night markets to world-class restaurants, Taiwan takes its food seriously, but doesn't take itself too seriously in the process. Taiwanese cuisine stays close to its roots, building on tradition with skill and care. Recipes are rooted in generations of practice, and food is a way of connecting, of bringing community together. And that's exactly the kind of place that I like visiting.